And what was the other one in there that I had a customer 10 minutes ago who just asked me that exact same question, and now I'm being asked the same question again. New customer, new experience. Yep.
Be nice to everyone because they might not buy now, come back again.
Terrific. Be nice to everyone because they could come back and purchase from you again another day. What's the other old adage about a good experience and a poor experience?
Poor experience, one will spread more.
Yep. So if you have a good experience,
one person badmouth you, like another would be like 20 people will know already, and that 20 people will tell another 20 people.
that's it.
So one experience equals
If someone
10
has a good
negative
experience, they generally tell one person. If they have a bad experience, they'll tell everyone.
Bad news travels fast.
Yep, all of that. So again, we've got the opportunity to do some upselling in terms of the e-commerce this year, in terms of the website and everything. You're going to be handing out flyers, potentially with people when they're making a purchase and that. If they've had a great experience, they're going to be your advocate and your salesman in terms of saying, I just went down to Calendar Club, I got a calendar, oh, they gave me this special offer. You're going to get 15% from that special offer. They're going to be happy to pass it to their mate because their mate's going to get 10% off their purchase. And if they purchase over $25, they get what?
$2.50 off.
Well, $2.50 off. But I just realised after phrasing that question, we haven't talked about the free postage. So that bombed badly. But anyway, so if they spend $25, they get free postage as well as the $2.50 off. So, take it.
And it's good customer service as well, guys, because like in the toy industry especially, you think about selling a remote control car and not actually adding on that remote control car battery. So imagine Christmas Day, little kid opening and can't play with his present. That's actually bad customer service. And there's all these type of things when we go through the underground tomorrow. It's, you know, well, this person loves heavily King Charles dogs. Well, okay, they're happy they've got a calendar. Then they could be delighted that they get a calendar, a diary, a mini and a sling. They might be completely obsessed. You know, there are cat people as well. There are car people. It's all about, you know, delighting, and you can also be that solution for that person. So we're a great supplemental gift for so much in the way of gift giving, right? So it's like, here's your primary gift, and here's your secondary gift with your calendar. Imagine if you could solve that for the entire family. So I give a mini diary to my daughter, give my husband, you know, a Ferrari calendar, give my teenage boy a model calendar. You know, everyone saw the type of stuff from Chrissy, and again at a delightful price. It really shows, because our product is very personal, that we actually know what people like.
So maybe just up the back there, what were some of the things that you took out, that you've written down?
Oh, pretty much what they were saying, just be happy and just make them know that you're actually there to help them.
Yep. But not just you, what was
And
the staff, exactly,
Yes.
yeah. Yep, so I mean, if
Own
you
your
can,
attitude, that was really good, wasn't it? Own your attitude.
yep,
Yes,
you
know?
choose to come here,
Yeah.
you've chosen to
Put
sell
your
calendars.
attitude on, your sale attitude, your enjoy customer's right attitude, yeah, every time you get correct.
Yep, fantastic. Up the back there, any other thoughts?
No, you've said them.
Okay, so we're not advocating flinging calendars because they've got sharp corners, so it's probably not a great idea.
I was going to say, you know, these frisbees.
Question, can we just close wallet calendars to that?
Wallet calendars.
We used to have a wallet calendar. No. Oh, those pocket calendars.
Pocket.
So we don't have them now anymore.
Here's my blank book.
You can take a picture of yourself and then give it to me. Yeah. I can stick my picture on this one. For $20.
Okay, so a couple of the key ones that they had there, all the 4 key ones they had was play. So enjoy yourself, make it a fun experience for them. Make their day, so they leave with a positive attitude. Again, if they don't buy from you today, they may buy from you again another day. Be there in terms of your attitude. Pay attention to the person who's in front of you at the time. Treat them as an individual. Give them all of your attention, and also work with them with open questions so that you can lead them in a direction, so that you can lead towards an upsell as well. So that's all part of being there to me. And the last one of all was just choose your attitude in terms of how you choose to show up each and every day at work.
I just thought of something else, you know how we have these, gift bag, have we got it for the skinnies and the smalls? Or
The shopping bags.
no, you know how we upsell the 99-cent bag?
Different.
Right? Do we have all the different sizes, like the long skinny, the small?
We did have those skinnies last week.
Yeah.
we did,
And then see what you see.
Yeah.
with that M42, but they're just in front of the light there, and the chords of the zenith. Okay, Jessica, what can you do
Huh?
to make it the most
I want to
profitable?
finish it. I was.
To make it your most profitable season ever?
Okay, cost.
Year number 6?
Me number 6. Last year?
No, how many years have you been?
Oh, 5.
5. So this is year number 6.
No, this year.
Number 5.
The 5th.
Okay, 5th year, how are you going to make it your most profitable? What are you going to do to make it that?
Tell my staff to be concentrate to sell more
Okay.
calendars. So
Okay,
I was told
I'm
that.
an 18-year-old. I've just gone blank. You told me to sell more calendars.
No. All my staff is actually 17,
Okay.
18, but they do that.
But to me, sell more calendars doesn't tell me how to achieve that goal.
Oh, okay. What
So when you make a goal, you have to make it the acronym
Yeah, I
SMART,
normally write
specific,
down-
measurable. You got to give them some skill sets to be able to do it.
I actually, what I do, I create a timesheet myself, like to write this
Yep.
timesheet like weekly, and at the bottom I have each daily budget for them.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, so I'd be like, guys, if we can make budget, yeah, and then the end of the week, I usually buy them a box of chocolate or something like
Okay.
that.
How can you take that one step even further?
Okay,
How can you take it even one step further?
Lenny.
Lenny? Pass the buck there.
You go like that, Lenny.
What me and Jessica did last season, we actually compete with
Yep.
me and her and the casa, which was run by my friend, our friend. So we always check with each other, what's your today's budget? So we try to beat the other stores' sales.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So that's what we did.
Okay.
And even with the gift wrap percentage, we try to, to give
Beat
each
each other.
other.
Motivation to work,
Yeah.
to work harder because you want
Yep.
to beat your other
Okay.
store.
How can you break that budget down though even further? So for me, as an 18-year-old, looking at a budget and it says I'm going to do $30,000 or $20,000 for the day or whatever, that's a big number. How can you break that down so it's a little bit more achievable?
Right, sure, we actually
Nice hourly rates.
Yeah.
Or like
Hourly
hourly
rates.
like, and then,
Yep.
because you can do a book point of sale and say how many you sold, hours, tells you.
Fantastic.
So it makes
So break the numbers down, just make them small, give them a target that they can achieve, and that way you can recognise it part way through the day. So after they've finished their first hour, fantastic, we made budget. Made budget again the second hour, the third hour. Someone last week said, rather than giving them something, I'd tell them if they reach their budget at 4 o'clock when I come in, that they can go home and I'll close up. So you give them the last hour off. Very immediate, they get it straight away. They've got a really aspirational target to go for that day, and it's meaningful for them because they can get to go home. And it's nice and simple and easy. And again, I've broken it down to a small level that they can comprehend, whereas if you say your budget for the year is 200,000 or 100,000, too big.
Yeah, no, I did it.
I know last year the two young people we had used to keep pretty close eye on the computer with the tallies of UBT and all the rest of it, and encourage, break it down to an hourly target. And so that, you need so many calendars for the next hour. And,
My son-in-law used to do that. He used to watch what I'd done in the first half of the day, and we did the same amount of hours each, and then he'd try and beat me on the second half, and he'd try and beat me on gift bag, if I'd sold, 50 in a day, he'd say, well, I'll do 50.
So you're doing that with a bit of competition.
He got, $20 would have did the gift bag, but if he beat me on sales, he got it.
So there's a bit of competition, a bit of friendly competition. How else can you do it during the day to make it fun and to get the right attitude?
One of the other things we did with our staff, the younger we had, if it was her time to go, like she had to finish at 12 o'clock, she had her own sort of mini target that she sold $90 sort of thing. Okay, I'm not leaving here until I've made 120. She, and we encouraged that because it was that their feeling of accomplishment for them as well. So, yeah.
Peter and I did an expo 6 weeks ago, I guess it was now, where we were standing on a stand for 3 days, and you get a bit bored standing in the one spot for 3 days. So we had a little game. So we had that phrase, and we had to try and get that phrase into the next person who came up to the booth as we were trying to sell them to being a licensee this year. So we started off with something simple like 2 dogs. So during the presentation, when I was talking to the customer, I say we have a great range, including this calendar with 2 dogs on it. So it's nice and simple.
Too easy.
Too easy. But then we started getting into more difficult phrases. And again, you know, look at each other and give ourselves a wink or a pat on the back as we work this phrase into the sentence. The person in front of us had no idea what we were doing, but it gave us something fun and enjoyable to do, and gave us a bit of a mental challenge to try and get, you know, chemical waste or a baby in a high chair or something like that. Some really odd phrase into what you were doing and how you were communicating with the customer in front of you. So again, it doesn't have to be necessarily a reward, make it fun and enjoyable. And that's exactly what those guys were doing by throwing fish around, communicating with the customers and that. So again, it's that attitude, how to make it a positive experience.
Work out slogans.
Yep, absolutely.
I used to walk around last year, and we had a store beside us selling toys, helicopters and all this sort of things. I used to walk around yelling out, buy a calendar, guaranteed to work for 365 days without breaking down. Doesn't even need a new battery to keep it going. Thank you.
He loved you.
Oh, she thought it was a great job too, but it's amazing how many people that stop and look. What the hell is he saying?
Yeah.
And what's the other thing about a crowd?
Draws attention.
Draws attention. A crowd draws a crowd. So if you're stopping people and you're having a chat to them and they're inside your store, other people are going to come. What's happening there? Okay.
And you think about, you know, they talked about psychology, and they're all psychology majors and all that kind of stuff. But humans by nature are herding animals. We go to where, you know, you think, if you didn't know who One Direction was, but there was a ruckus outside Coles and there's 1,000 people around there all living trying to get through, guess what you do? So what's happening over there? I'm going to go check that out. Right? So again, your staff members at the POS desk find indiscreetly on the internet and all the passing traffic, and if that stands full of tumbleweeds, guess what your sales are going to look like? Whereas if you've got a couple of staff or even yourself, you've got 2 or 3, you engage in a happy conversation, having a laugh, it becomes less intimidating for that passerby, and also gets you warmed up, you're not bored, and you're in the right frame of mind. You've chosen your attitude to actually engage and start doing some of this stuff.
Very good.